BigTruDat, Late Bloomer Podcast. What it do, what it do, what it do, what it do. I'm gonna let y'all let a couple get in the build. Let's see who gonna join in. Who gonna come fuck with me. Hopefully the audio is, in there. I'm pretty sure when y'all come in the building, y'all gonna let me know if y'all can hear me or not. So, what's going on though. Tap in. Tap in, dude. Tap in. It's all I got, man. A little stick, a half a stick, one third of a stick of dynamite, man. Come in hitting that like button. Like. Golden Gal, what's happening? What's happening? How you doing? Lady Love, what it do? What it do? How y'all doing? Hey, for the people that was on my page today asking me dumbass question, did you feed your dog? Feed the dog. Man, I can't joke with my dog and have fun with my dog, man. Yeah, get the fuck out. You know. I just wanted to show y'all how he be acting when it's feeding time. But of course the damn dog don't look like he's missing a meal, you know. But tap in, tap in. Matter of fact, let me go to the laptop real quick. I'm still trying to actually figure out what a nigga really can and can't do on YouTube. They be striking my page or people be doing be so much bullshit going on. So that was so crazy, learning how to open the door. Man, yeah, he been doing this shit for about a week, right? About a week. He showed out though. At first he was scratching the wall. He was so motherfucking excited. I had to calm him down. My boy Rocky, no. We always find one of them on here, man. Man, y'all come in hitting it like what though, man. Y'all know how sometimes I be saying information just falls in my lap. So okay, this is the perfect segue. Make sure y'all come in hitting that like button though, man. Come in hitting that like button. Now, shit, we gonna go off a high start, man. Hold on. It's a lot of people that's in and out, in and out. So I just really want y'all to hit the like button. Hit the like button for me. Hit the like button. Fuck it. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. I need a few more likes. I do. I do need a few more likes. Shit, fire. Let me go to this shit real quick. What we all true. Man, we talking about the silent, in my opinion, the silent split in paper route. That's what we talking about, the silent split in paper route. Man, this is a nigga talking about I'm beautiful. Get his bitch ass up out of here. Let's get him up out of here. Man, don't talk to me. Fuck is wrong with you? Let's get him up out of here. Don't come in this motherfucker. Get him up out of here. Let's get Maha, whatever it is, 9754. 9754. I'm talking about the man in the chat talking about somebody beautiful. Who the fuck you calling beautiful? That's why, man. The fuck? Man. You got the wrong person out of here. He not gone. That ain't the person. I'm talking about this motherfucker talking about I'm beautiful. You said, oh, you are beautiful, nigga. The fuck wrong with you? Then you got to talk about some motherfucking weed. Man, look. Yeah, this is the wrong channel to live out your fantasies on. I ain't gonna lie. This the wrong channel. Man, shout out to Kenny Kine for the Miami merch. Memphis and nothing else. You know, definitely appreciate the merch. Appreciate the merch. Yeah, I've been trying to figure out how to get my page back straight. I don't know how to bring them back. Big Moochie didn't see the move. Euro, what it do, right? So check it out though. Euro, let me ask you this. Do you think it's a silent split in paper route? I do, bro. And the reason I said that everything I'm saying for entertainment purposes, alleged, you hear me out. I went back and got to looking at some pictures, right? And then I was listening to the Moochie Grape interview. Moochie Grape said he still fuck with Rollo. He said he don't feel like Rollo had nothing to do with nothing, right? But he do say those were Rollo men. So what I see is South Memphis sticking with South Memphis for the most part. I went back and got to looking at some shit on their page and shit, just trying to do. So I see South Memphis sticking with South Memphis. You know, Castalia. You know, I see Paper Route Woo. I see some niggas staying neutral. But this is what I heard. I heard and everything that I'm saying is alleged for entertainment purpose. But when Big Moochie Great was on their tour, who else was he on tour with? It was called the Gigantic Money Tour, is what I think. If I could be wrong, I could be wrong. But I think the tour that he was on was called the Gigantic Money Tour. So, if it was the Gigantic Money Tour, right? Y'all go back. Remember it said, if you go back and watch, it was a whole lot of pieces that was relieved, man. You know, it was a couple paper route pieces. It was some spaghettis. It was Cubans. It was a little bit of this, a little bit of that. The Illuminati piece. You know, it was a little bit of this and that. Now, this part of it could be where, like I said, alleged entertainment purpose. Not sure, not 100% sure, but it was said that possibly Kenny Money might have been there, right? So bam, let's say Kenny Money was there. Just hear me out. And maybe some things transpired too, right? Kenny Money was the one that spoke out against Rollo, right? Hey man, fall back. You know, you ain't helping the situation, right? Big Moochie Great said in his interview that he still fuck with Rollo. He was just around Rollo or just talk to him, one of the two. So when I think about it and I look at shit like that, right? Now we all know certain situations have the back door open. A lot of shit built on trust. A lot of shit built on loyalty. So here we go. If you saying you still fuck with Rollo, and it ain't came out, but I possibly, it might have been some more paper route, another paper route member who was there when Big Moochie Great was stretched, allegedly for entertainment purpose. I speak out and say, hey, fall back, Rollo. When a nigga speak out on some shit like that, it basically means we ain't fucking with you. I don't fuck with you no more. You see what I'm saying? You ain't seen him around, I'm saying. And then in that sense, you ain't seen Key Glock around him. You ain't seen Paper Raoul around him. You really see, really just Moochie Great. But Moochie fuck with Fizzle. Fizzle, I feel like Fizzle, niggas like they in the middle. Fizzle, him and Moochie, they got ties, street ties, gang ties. They also paper route. You know what I'm saying? They also paper route. Kenny Money, Glock, now Key Glock, Kenny Money, they grew up with each other. South Memphis. Paper Raoul, he from Dolphood. Snoop Bands, he from Dolphood. South Memphis. So then you got Key Glock guys, the Cutthroats, South Memphis. I'm not saying that it's you know how sometimes you can rub your niggas the wrong way and niggas will fall back. I'm saying I feel like it's one of those situations. Not that, it doesn't really butted heads like that, but I feel like it's a sort of a silent split. Just think about it. Okay, paper route, that's the brand, right? Now I'm not saying now the niggas with multiple chains, they gonna rock. They gonna rock this one. They gonna rock that one. Moochie Great, at one point he had multiple chains, right? When the first set of paper route chains, when that little shit happened, just differences, not a war, right? Just differences. When the first set of chains, when the shit happened with it, right? What happened? He came back with more paper route chains. This second set, Illuminati, the other paper route giants, whoop. Okay. It's just me thinking. Okay. This second incident happened where shit go on with the chain. So, of course, nothing wrong with getting the AB chain to represent where you from, but you also paper route. You know, you've been repping the brand. Maybe he waiting on the label to get him another chain, but just me thinking, shit, I would come with me a nasty paper route chain as well. I'm pretty sure that all of the chains that Kenny Money and Key Glock get that's paper route, the label not funding them. Some of those are just, hey, we represent the label. You know, this is the brand, so we gonna what why not customize the label? Just me thinking. So, like I said, I go back and look at pictures and go back look at videos and things of that nature, and I be like, hey, what I take from it, especially the interview, if you saying you still fuck with Rollo, and you saying you might not have, you know, he might not have had nothing to do with it. I never said he had nothing to do with it. I just feel like he was wearing his shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how he set it up or how it was set up. I just feel like that was his shit. I feel like Rollo then started rocking. It's all good, G. I feel like Rollo then rock star. Y'all ain't gonna get that up out the screen, Lady Love. A nigga talk about they oiled up. Get them out of here. That's the type of shit you got to get off the screen fast. That's the type of shit you don't even have to think. You see what I'm saying? Right up under your name. That's the type of shit you don't even gotta think about. When you see shit on the screen like that, of course you know I don't want it on there. You ain't gotta think, you ain't got to, you know, get that shit off the screen. Man, yeah, shout out Double O in the building though. So they split over a chain. Nah, I don't think, Lady Love, you still speaking. Get it off the screen. Before you speak, get the comment off the screen for me. Please, it bothers me. You can't see it. How you can't see when they be on that type of shit? This shit crazy. I got it out of here though. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it though, man. I feel like it's a silent split, man. Maybe not enough to where it's, you know, war, but at the same time, it's warranted it, like it's enough to where you ain't seeing niggas move with each other. And let me say this, man. In 2026, as much as niggas, you can go back 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, man, if niggas fuck off, niggas gonna be around each other. Ain't nothing else. It's just simple as that. So when niggas stop being around each other, it's something to it. It's something to it. Paper route, it just seemed like they might be a little more player about it. You know what I'm saying? They might be a little more player about it. But, you know, me just looking at it, Big Unc exclusive interview coming soon. What you said, they just might be a little more more player about it. And like I said, it ain't no situation to where it's war. It's just indifferences. That's how I look at it, indifferences. So, how y'all feel about it? How y'all feel about it? We had a lot of troll come to this motherfucker tonight though. Then you got a money bag, yo. So I'm chopping it up. What y'all think about a money bag, yo, making amends with the 8 block, man, with the neighborhood and the guys that, you know, it's been so public in the media. You know, I heard something that was, they say it all the time. And it even came into play when Lil Wayne and Birdman fell out and 50 Cent said it. Like, man, you know, that's like, it's family. So you don't get in the middle of family issues because, you know, it turns out to family tends to turn on you. And once they end up working out their differences, you the man on the outside for trying to be the man in the middle. So what y'all think about that though? Good look for Memphis, better look for them. You know what I'm saying? I saw some pictures of Moneybag Yo with a couple guys that I had. You know, they all in the shorts. They celebrated, I think, YTB Fat birthday, and you know, niggas be communicating. When you don't think, when some people don't be knowing, but you know, people actually be communicating. It always be that person that be, you know, maybe once again a middle person. Ain't nothing bigger than the program. Never forget. And right, ain't nothing never bigger than the program. You know what I'm saying? That right there, that statement always be true. You can always become big in your own right, but you truly never bigger than the program. Common ground helps with a good conversation. So, okay, let's say this. And this even a question for you, Double O. Let's say under that concept, ain't nothing bigger than the program, right? Amends be made and, you know, real conversation. This ain't got nothing to do with no music. We just saying real life shit. How do you think the people who might have been a part of the situation and once chose a side, how do they look at it? And how do you think they'll be affected by it if, you know, the program, you know, not saying, and then that's not saying shit to be like 2000, you know, 8, 2004, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, but just common ground amongst childhood friends and understanding, and maybe, you know, more camaraderie. How do you think the outsiders would look at it? Or maybe the people, like I said, who once were around and inserted themselves and fell out, and now they looking at the situation like, damn, niggas are able to, they back cordial, back talking. Please be mad, but they need to break it down to stop shit. I mean, depending on how you look at things, niggas can have a reason to be mad, but maybe it's just a point where, you know, maybe niggas won't gonna let bygones be bygones. And maybe there's just an understanding that only, you know, the niggas who initially had whatever can come up with. But that don't mean that everybody else might want to follow suit with it, right? Everybody feels some type of way for real, for real. But hey, what do you even have the right to insert yourself in family business? Thanks. In my opinion, I think if whoever that's directly affected by the situation on both sides can sit down and or have an understanding to where, hey, bro, this is what's going on. This is laying shit all out there. Then I feel like that's all that matters. You know, and the rest either gonna respect it or check it. You know, one thing about being a man, you have to make decisions. And just going back to shit 2015, Moneybag Yo made a decision as a man. And a lot of people felt like the decision was wrong or didn't know why, but he had his reasons. You know, he had his reasons. A nigga really didn't take the time out to really acknowledge the reasons, if you ask me, because of how shit was done. You know, like oftentimes it's shit go off impulse. And then you do shit, it don't, you like if you ain't never been in a situation to where you just have to man up like that, sometimes niggas shy away from it, you know, pressure. Until he was put in a position where, you know, like, fuck it, I got to stand on it. Do anything to protect the brand. China Taylor, what's going on? Just my opinion. So, like I said, man, I think it would be a good look for the community, for sure, for sure. I think that area, that side of town would love to, you know, have a Walker home, excuse me, united. And when I say united, I mean the niggas who grew up in that area who really having some motion in present time being over there. Because just think about it, if they had a united front, you know, that, and even though from two different sides, where BEO used to hang out at and walk home, Bag used to hang out at and walk home. It's different sides of walking home, but you know, niggas still function how they function. So just to say if everything in present time was just cohesive, then it would be great for the community. Because niggas is, trust me, people are definitely motivated from their area, knowing that a BEO Kenny, what it do, came from their neighborhood. A Moneybag Yo came from their neighborhood. Shit, man, shout out to YP Hood Rich too, though, man. I appreciate YP getting on the platform and, you know, fucking with a nigga. But YP, another talented nigga from the neighborhood. Walker Home, being honest, is probably an area, one of the most talented neighborhoods in Memphis. Just being real. It probably along with a paper route neighborhood like a Castade, that's like a homegrown hood that where a lot of talent that came from the area. A Thaddeus Young, uh, that's an NBA figure. Andre Turner. So you have a mixture of people who done made it, excelled in entertainment business, sports business. So Walker Home, one of the neighborhoods. So like just going back to what I'm saying, if Moneybag Yo and B.O. and other figures that grew up around each other could get back, because a lot of people still talk to Danjo. Cali, what it do? You know what I'm saying? Danjo is Danjo, the mob shots. You know, these are guys who been around forever, but also play a major part on both sides. You know, a Danjo being one that sponsor bag, been around bag forever. Um, Also invested in the situation. But then when you think about it, he grew up around the mob. He grew up, you know, with guys being his family member. Quit. Quit out here in Houston. PRE Heavy Camp got into it. PRE and Heavy Camp got into it in Houston. Shit, you know, it's only right. It's only right. So let me ask you this. Out of the PRE camp, who was all there? If you can elaborate a little more. So I threw in the comment section, do y'all think the B.O. Kenny and Finesse Two Times song in the future, is it out of the question? And I'm gonna give y'all, I seen all of them. You seen all of them. You seen Dolph, you seen, damn, condolences. Charge to the head, not the heart. You seen Moochie, you seen Key Glock, you seen Kenny Money, you seen the whole paper route camp, huh? Paper route Woo. Schoolie, Snoop. Schoolie, Snoop. Couple more background niggas. Okay. The South Memphis niggas. Okay. Castalia, Cutthroat, Key Glock guy. They need to let go of the past and move ahead. Layla, get out of here with that bullshit. Them folks ain't on that. That's how I know you got to realize what's going on. Them folks ain't letting go of shit. That man just got killed a couple years ago. Shit run deep. Exactly. What past? Shit going on. You talking about let go of the past. Man, shit going on. I don't think so. Be one of them guys about his business. I think he knows where to draw the line. I'm gonna say this though. I think we got a lot of shit in the chat, right? I think Finesse Two Times. When I think about it, bro, I think Finesse Two Times has a love kind of hate relationship with the mob. Like I think niggas fuck with him. Isn't Finesse tripping off a song? I think niggas fuck with him, but they don't fuck with. You see what I'm saying? Like that song really, you was straight until you did the song. You know what I'm saying? So I think niggas fuck with bro, but it's just that song and it's just certain little antics. Because when he got out of jail, from what I understand, he was in talk with niggas, he was chopping it up with niggas, woo. And then the issue came is they wanted bro to clear some shit up. You know, clear the paperwork out. Clear that shit up. And, you know, bro didn't feel the need to clear the paperwork up, right? But I just see so many instances of where Finesse just, after he did what he did and linked up with OG Booty, bro really just ain't never really said, he a very vocal person, a very brash person, speaks his mind. I feel like he worked hard on his sleeve, so he really can't hide his emotions. So I've never really heard him say a whole lot towards B.O. or towards Duke. I done heard him say something. Can't pinpoint it, but I've never heard him just do a whole lot. But on the contrast, I've heard him big them up. Just as far as somebody sent me a clip of him on his Twitch, and he was bumping the whole B.O. song. I always see, bro, what I seen, like what it seems like is, and subconsciously shouting them out when this has been hanging out with Charleston White. Charleston White love him to be yo Kenny too, though, from what I done seen. But so I said that to say, hey, maybe. Remember, I said a while ago that they was talking, not talking like that, but he was trying to get in contact with niggas, and he got in contact with niggas to dead the situation. So maybe, just in a sense though, maybe, niggas, this is one of those situations where when you really think about it, it wasn't any bloodshed. All it was some, yeah, niggas stand on what they stand on, but it was words. It was words. Most definitely, B.O. is a man of principle. He stand on what he stand on. But I look at like shit, at the same time, I feel like B.O. is also in tune with, now he definitely ain't trying to be everybody's friend. That's for sure, for sure. He ain't, what going on, shout out to LA. He definitely not trying to be everybody's friend. But I know they have some type of history. I don't know how you really feel about standing next to him, but saying it, I know B.O. is well knowledgeable of content and things of that. He have a Twitch account, active on Instagram, active on Facebook. So maybe that could be one of those things where, see, where we always say, where I say, coming together. Remember I said niggas was talking about make the city better again. How can you make the city better if when y'all niggas try to come together and you exclude the mob? Because if you really think about it, in my opinion, 90% of the niggas who really had issues, now I ain't gonna say 90, but just dating back, a lot of the niggas' issues in this city come from, is with the mob. A lot of different groups of niggas' issues are with the mob. So if you're trying to patch up issues in the city, then you can't go around the mob. You got to go to it, if you ask me. And it shouldn't be about making no motherfucking music. It should be about really trying to see how we're gonna live peacefully in the city. That's how you make the city better. That's how you make, the new Memphis. Fuck making songs. You gotta get along. The issue is to come outside. You think in the future they might be a chance to cool down. So that goes to this situation. Finesse and the mob the niggas who, who really had issues with him, who he said what he said, like overall, he said fuck the brand. But those are just words. So I feel like this. Two things can be true. He was wrong in how he did it, went about it. But then in his mind, he felt like he was right because he a public figure. So he felt like he might have to stand on this shit. Now everybody deals with egos. So I'm Finesse Two Times. I'm having my way. I got this money. Ooh, shit. I'm F&G. So money tends to cloud your judgment too. Social media has a lot. I think so. That goes back to having to stand on it. Nigga come out and say, fuck you, and you consider yourself to be a fuck you, and you consider yourself to be a grizzly, bro, and you up a couple M's maybe, and then you got this behind you. Shit, nah, it's fuck you. You probably didn't even mean it, fuck you, but the money, the social media, I got to stand on it. The ego make a nigga often, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people write checks that their ass can't cash. Just being real. Because when you really think about it, I'm not just saying him, but them. If you grew up or was around niggas at one part of life, then you really know what type of dudes you dealing with. So, and they know what type of nigga you are. So I often say this. Me coming up, I remember just the niggas that I used to be around and me personally also being, of course, trendsetters. This goes to what I'm saying. So niggas wanted to be around. I never seen the niggas I was around just trying to get around niggas. It was always niggas wanting to be a part of just being real. Always niggas wanting to be a part because at that time, it was one of the more what would you call it? Engaging movements. You know what I'm saying? Who we talking about again? I think social media played a big part in it. Like most definitely played a big part in it because, often a lot of times that's where shit go to. That's where the content lead to. That's where the niggas get on social media and give their rants and they make they posts and they niggas do the most social media. And it often, like I said, becomes a point where you have to stand on it. A nigga ain't gonna go on, make a short and say fuck me. Shit, I got to come out and say something about that. Nigga, I got to say fuck you. And you might not even be the man to even man up to really say it, but because it's out there on social media, it forces you to go against your better judgment. So you have to word it. So just maybe a nigga done came to, hey, throughout all of the up and downs that he done went through personally the last couple of years, you know. So I was just throwing it out there. Could it possibly ever be B.O. Kenny and Finesse Two Times song? Given the history, but like I said, it was never any bloodshed, just words. Words. Not saying that words can't hurt or words don't have power, but men can't come back from words. So just a question I want to ask y'all, man. What else I have on there? Finesse Two Times, the Kenny, Paper Route, the Silent Split. Like I said, going back to Lady Love, I think you asked, was it over a chain? I definitely don't think it was about a chain, but just how shit, time, what it do? Man, trust nobody but the person in the mirror, what you said. I don't think it was about the chain per se, but just the whole ordeal. The whole ordeal can rub you the wrong way. And then it's about what happens next. What did you do next? A little song might be more tasteful, honestly. I think Bro and No Love song. Yeah, the language using about gangsters. No, why would it be? Why would a B.O. and No Love song be a better song when No Love can't fuck with Finesse? Nobody listening to no motherfucking No Love around here, man. Hey, what's wrong with you, man? You know what you said a long time ago, man. When we be talking about these Memphis conversations, man, you just need to just open up your goddamn ears, E-Money. Cause when you get to saying shit like that, man, you just set yourself back. You see how these motherfuckers coming out the woodwork? Man, you set yourself back 15 years, man. Nobody, I guarantee you, ain't nobody listening to no motherfucking No Love. He ain't even listening to himself. Come on, man. You talking about No Love and B.O. Kenny song with Duke? Man, I don't even want to hear this shit. If B.O. dropping No Love, I don't even want to hear this shit. And I promote it. I don't want to hear this is the face on me. Fuck, you get out of there. The fuck, man, him do that? That's the face I'm gonna make. Right, he did a hood blog. Ain't nobody in the hood. BigTruDat, I can't speak nothing about Memphis, only how good the food is. College still going on. Street, I leave this. Man, I appreciate it, man. I'm only speaking about it to a certain, degree. But yeah, man, hey, we still here, man. That mindset. Then the mindset to be more tasteful. You right. That's an acquired taste. I don't want to hear no motherfucker. No Love. No Love, funny but rude. No Love. When I think about No Love, bro, is a lower version of his brother. Subject matter, song topics, lingo, all of this shit. But you can't do it better than your brother. You rapping about pimping. You rapping about hoes on Lamar. The same shit you said he didn't do, you rap about it. But you don't do it better than him. So I don't want to hear a nigga that, in the shadow, but don't do, at least if you going normally the nigga who be the second coming, I learned from my projects, when you are listening more than you are talking, you have time to listen to understand what's going on, especially around you fat. Most definitely. Beanie Baby, what going on? But I just feel like No Love, not saying he can't rap, but it's his brother lingo. Like everything is his brother. You dig what I'm saying? Only difference is they opinion on certain things in the name. But he definitely look up to him and definitely done borrowed the lingo. Definitely done borrowed the rap style. Definitely done borrowed the cadence. Definitely done borrowed the flow pattern. Definitely done borrowed just everything. So when I look at it like that, like I said, he not, if you don't borrow all of this shit, then you supposed to figure out a way to be better. He ain't figured it out. In my opinion. I jammed my motherfucking finger up the other day. In my opinion, though, man. But I was just kicking shit with your E-Money too, though, when I said leave this shit alone, though, bro. You know how you. But nah, ain't nobody. I ain't heard not one person bump no love, bro. Now when I be out and about. And once again, when you in the city, you gotta have a hoodie behind you. When you in the city, you gotta have a hood behind you. You ain't got it. Man. Fact. One thing for sure. One thing for sure, bro. That shit be like, it's a lot of, once again, Miss Lady Love said something about social media. Social media play a part in a lot of shit. How niggas move. Niggas are create a certain image for the camera. That's really not how they living. You know? Not saying, bro, don't have no people that fuck with him that'll ride for him, but like you said, I don't really know his situation like that, but you know, he not. I sent, I sent my dude since YouTube be tripping. Man, I most definitely appreciate that. I was just saying, basically, if it's that serious video, definitely shouldn't do a song with 250. See, that's what I'm thinking though, E-Money. I don't know if it's, I don't really know if it's that serious. That's what I'm getting to. Because growing up, if you time to get a CDL, I don't think it's that serious because normally, man, when shit that serious, it's serious. You see what I'm saying? So that leads me to believe that there could be room for improvement. Man, one thing for sure, y'all see what's going on. Y'all be in the media. Y'all see the caliber of niggas that he said fuck, they say fuck. And y'all see how niggas will crash and how niggas will do this and do that. I ain't checked it, love. Let me see. Yes, it was. I definitely appreciate that, lady, love. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm trying to figure out how to get the YouTube straight. Appreciate that cash out. But I think it's serious to a certain degree. Remember, initially niggas wanted, y'all called 250, I was calling 360. I was bullshit. Niggas want a 360 to apologize. The same way you said fuck the mob publicly, a nigga wanted 360 to say, you know, do it publicly. But in so many ways, he had already, in his way, he thought that it was sufficient. He had apologized. Man, I did this, I did this. These was all ways that I was saying, bro, I really jumped out there. You know, I really didn't mean this shit. So, you know, dissing him on a song with his little brother would definitely get under Finesse skin just to fuck with him. I think he too Brewster, bro. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the mob don't have. You see what I'm saying? The mob don't have any issue with 2 Times. You see what I'm saying? I think he too Brewster when it comes to no love. I can't see a no love and BEO song. 60. Yeah, Finesse sensitive, but I'm just talking about my niggas. You see what I'm saying? When I get to thinking about how my niggas is, if it was something, it would have been some. It's just going back to if it was serious. If it was something it just have the way niggas go about doing things. You jump that right, fuck the mob. Who do that? You see what I'm saying? Who do that? So niggas just felt some type of way about it. If your brother in the industry, you gotta play your role and help him get bigger. No love ain't gonna blow because he wanna be the main nigga. Background niggas get rich too. Background niggas get rich when they figure they line out. You see what I'm saying? No love, like you said, he don't know his role. A nigga looking at the glitz and the glamour so much, and that's what we do, man. Idols become rivals. We don't want to eat, we want to compete. Cause one thing for sure, just going back to a conversation we had months ago. Man, I'm from a generation where we just wanted a big toe in the game. God, see, plug, man, get busy, news. You know what I'm saying? We just want a big toe in the game. We don't need a nigga to, you know what I'm saying? We just need an opportunity. So that goes to say, they're saying if we just want to be around the action. You know, we just want to be around the action. If we can get around the action, that's all we need. But often, so they go back to say, for no love to be around the action, he's supposed to came up with just off of it. Doing whatever your brother, you know what I'm talking about? Being his eye, being his ears, not trying to run shit, not trying to be Big P, you know what I'm saying? Big Chief, you know what I'm saying? Being a brother. That's it. Yo, mama's son. Bam, going about it like that. Not trying to run the situation. Being next in line. You see what I'm saying? Would have did it that way, it would have fell in play. Nigga supposed to been brother. Not all that. You see what Lil Ju was doing? Man, Lil Ju, brother. You see, brother. You around emotion. What else you need? Lil Ju, brother role. Whatever brother need a nigga to do, man. I ain't trying to be my brother. I'm brother role. I'm little brother. I'm Lil Ju. I ain't trying to be Big Ju. I'm little Jew. I ain't trying to. When I'm around everybody else, I'm big Jew. I know this. But when I'm around my brother, they study the 48 laws of power. What does it tell you? Don't outshine the master, right? So in life, when you outshine the master, what happened? Your ass get demoted, killed, dealt, all of it. So you was around and you thought you were bigger than the program. No, little too. What I just say, too big for the program. He understood the assignment. Look, you understood. I'm finna hold the umbrella. Man, I'm finna, man, sleep on the couch. I'm finna hit these hoes on the couch. I'm finna, a real friend would appreciate where he comes from. Man, I'm finna, man, if I need to sleep out here in the Phantom, I'm finna sleep out here in the Phantom with one of these little joints. I ain't finna complain or explain, bro. I'm finna hit out here in the Phantom with this F&G chain on. You talking about, man, your gal gotta be straight and this and that and you are mine. And if that was the case, niggas supposed to got their own room. Niggas supposed to got their own room. I don't like what's going on, but I ain't finna complain. I ain't finna play myself out of pocket around my brothers and then, then be feeling like a jabroni. Cause he ain't doing what I'm telling him to do. Lil Ju ain't come with all them isms and come with all them isms trying to run this, run that, and count a nigga pocket. Ooh, 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 right. Listen, just get behind. Took his girl around the scene like he that nigga. Right, you got your gal all around. He couch potatoes. You see what I'm saying? But get what? I'm being with he couch potatoes. But get what though? I'm pretty sure it was a situation where you had a bedroom. Like you looked at everything as a negative. Oh, I did a show for him. He only gave me $500. Guess what though? That was $500 you wouldn't have had. Instead of you looked at it like a negative, you supposed to look at it like a positive. I took one for the team. You see what I'm saying? I took one for the team. Yeah, my brother just, man, that nigga here still on that bullshit though. But you see what I'm saying? I took one for the team. You probably wasn't finna make 500 that night. But because it was a 50 or a 60, all you know is he gave you 500 and you helped him get it. You helped him get the back end. But guess what? He put you in that whole position. So that's just going back to my impatience, man. Sometimes we be thinking about I before you. And often when you in them positions where you there to aid, you got to think about the you before I. Who can't blame? Man, know his brother. That's his fault. You supposed to know your brother. You supposed to know the situation. You supposed to know the shit he wasn't in the moment. It sounded like he was on some trying to run it shit. That don't sound like, see what I'm saying? You sound different. You can't blame him. That's why his ass on the wrong side of history. Trying to run shit. Nigga supposed to keep their emotions and feelings and shit in check. Nah, you can't blame him. Shit, Finesse blame him. Shit, why can't we? Finesse blame him. Shit, bro. We from Memphis, bro. Niggas, shit, niggas calling that shit how we see it, bro. One thing about it, man, niggas ain't shit. We got tough skin in the city, bro. If you in the industry, weed plug, come to rapper just for promoters, no love, still ain't got busy. That's his fault, P. Man, no love. A couple, about a year ago or two, like he was on. I think I'm gonna tell y'all something. I think no love fucked up when he got on this social media with that motherfucking white paint on his face. When he did that, bro, he just gave up. Nigga was doing anything. You could tell he was jerked out. When he got on social media and sat on there with them long ass cigarettes and with that white paint on his face, nah, nigga trying to do anything. Thought his brother wanted what he wanted. And when nigga did that, I said, all right, nigga doing it. Nigga doing anything for likes. Them little 500s and them 250s and niggas, man, everything about money and like, man, when nigga got to doing this shit, like, cause I can't knock a nigga motion. You got motion because of the situation. Can't take that from you. Just like Bro-Rilla traction comes from her sister Glorilla, your traction comes from your brother 250 Finesse. You can't take that from you. You just didn't maximize it. Like they so full of isms and when you just listen to a nigga talk long enough, they'll tell you. Just full of isms and woo, shit like that. But I think, like I said, when he got on that podcast with that white paint on his face, like niggas can't take you serious no more. It wasn't no reason for you to be on there with that white paint on your face. Like, niggas just doing anything now. I guess you daring to be different. So I feel like there was a like niggas, like I said, niggas like, nah, what are you doing? Niggas just doing anything now. Then it's just like, I feel like sometimes a nigga get on her, like the shit that you can talk about be too much. It be borderline, like I almost like niggas be talent telling in a sense. Like a lot of shit that niggas get to breaking down about shootings and this and that. It's almost like, I almost be like, niggas be want to go global so much. And it's like, damn, what are we really talking about? So I think a lot of that happened as well. Subject matter. Once you run out of this, we're gonna start talking about that. And that's when I seen even Finesse was like, shit, that man gonna get no love, gonna get somebody out. Please stop no love. No love gonna get somebody locked up. Excuse me. So I think that, and I think maybe he had to stop and look at himself. Like, damn, I know I'm talking about this, but now I ventured off and I'm doing interviews on this platform and that platform. And now I'm kind of spilling off into some of this street shit, the shootings and this and that. And, so sometimes a nigga have to reevaluate the way they going about things as well, in my opinion. So what we talked about tonight so far was paper route. In my opinion, the silent split. No, I don't think it was solely based off of Chain, but I do think that the Chain and Rollo played a part in it. But like I said, once again, I feel like Moochie Grape and Kenny Money was on that Gigantic Money tour. What I'm saying is for entertainment purposes alleged, but they was on that tour. From what I heard, Kenny Money was possibly some way involved. Bam. Kenny Money speaks out against Rollo because he don't like the way Rollo inserting himself into the Young Dolph situation, saying that he, quote unquote, he's not hurting. He's not helping the situation. He's hurting the situation. Bam. Rollo fall back a little bit. You see, then Moochie Grape do an interview. Moochie Grape just recently said he still fucks with Rollo and was just around him. So we know in Memphis terminology, man, niggas, you know, for the most part, niggas don't just really let you be in the middle, man. You gotta pick and choose. You gotta pick and choose. You gotta pick a side. It's so much going on. You gotta pick a side. So I feel like, in a sense, him openly saying that he still fuck with Rollo, in my mind, I'm picturing there might be a little internal issues going on. B.O. Kenny, Finesse Two Times, could there ever be a possible song? We talked about Moneybag Yo, making amends with guys that he grew up with, you know, possible the Stupid Dukes and the B.O. Kennys and, you know, from what I'm understanding, you know, other guys that grew up with a nigga. Shout out to my boy Ricky Hunt. I spoke about Lil Ricky in the story when rest in peace to Big Pokey, when Pokey came in and said, like, man, you be with them niggas on the town, and his nephew got killed, and he thought that Lil Ricky was the one who done it, and, you know, I called Star and all this old Lil Ricky turn him in and all that old shit, but it actually wasn't Lil Ricky, you know. So man, free Lil Ricky. Lil Ricky been locked up a minute too, man. Lil Ricky, you know, y'all go back and check out the story I told about Lil Ricky. Couple stories on Lil Ricky, man. But like I said, man, it's always gonna be a nigga around a situation because it's childhood friends. A lot of guys, it's childhood friends, and you know, a lot of guys is 30 and up. And you know, a lot of niggas got their own mind frames. And some niggas, when you out the way, you been in that box, and you know, yeah, you know, you able to think with a clear mind. You hearing everything. Yeah, it's love on both ends and shit like this. So I feel like that some situations, this could be a situation where, you know, things might work itself out. But it'll work itself out, you know, in real life before it comes to the media, unless a nigga like me was right there and I just break it out and tell you ASAP or some shit like that. But I do know that, you know, guys are trying to rebuild that bond and rebuild that bridge that they once had, you know, 15, 20 years ago. Because it all, once again, I said this, music fucked the city up. Music is what really, in my opinion, you know, split the city. Going back from Moneybag Yo to the Black Youngsters, like, music split the city up. It made niggas pick and choose, and, like, you know, and even when niggas didn't want to pick and choose, niggas went with the motion. Because right when Moneybag Yo really shot off how he shot off, the real reason that people switched how they did, if you ask me, is because they felt like the mob was dead. And Bag was the new popping shit. You had niggas like Duke that was locked up. You had niggas like me that just came home. And you didn't really have nobody really out here pushing the brand like that. So here you go, you got Moneybag Yo. He pop off, and now he had odds, but he got a real bag and got real motion behind him. And it really wasn't nobody. BO was out, you know what I'm saying? And he started, you know, the friction started. But after he left, that's really where, you know what I'm saying, shit kind of, it was a clean slate. And people was able to choose their sides without any resistance. We're like, shit, we grew up with bro too. So shit, they really ain't, you know what I'm saying? Niggas understood or did, you know, people was just able, when certain niggas got out the way, niggas were able to go with their own move. Because dating back to shit, right, man? We all grew up with each other. So it's just me thinking like that's a situation where then you look at the mob shot. They always want to have mob shot is able to go back and forth and be on both sides. And niggas and just being real, mob shot is another one that if you was to ask me, just being real, original member. But mob shot picked a side in a sense, far as he bet on. When I say pick the side, I go off the he picked the side of motion, opportunity. It wasn't nothing wrong with him going with Moneybag Yo because shit, Moneybag Yo would be considered a day one nigga that he grew up with as well. But doing in the midst of all of the turmoil that was going on, niggas on the outside would look at it like he pushing Danjo, the Tavos, like niggas like that. Real niggas who grew up with them don't look at it like they did anything wrong. Like for real, for real. Especially if you consider the ties. So that's just when the nigga come back and be like, you know what? That's why people be like, man, stay out of the business if you really ain't family, don't know the dynamics. And when people get to having their opinions, you know, when you really don't know, you really don't know. So that's why from the start, a lot of people felt bad. And like I said, the fact that it really wasn't nobody here to really just like this, especially once BEO left, it was more so like shit, man, bro, hard. He make good music. And niggas went with their emotion, bro, their opportunity. So here it is. Shit, 10 years later, 11 years later, since that choice, opportunity, and you know, it's been a lot that done transpired, but the fact that niggas are still trying to be cordial, trying to figure it out, and you know, hey, you never know. And I feel like maybe frowned upon by some, but on a large scale, I think it goes to that would be one of the you know, I would say that's kind of like the Terrence Gangster Williams and Diesel, you know, having their issues. It just would be a good look for like I said, for those guys personally, because it's been a neighborhood that's been affected by it, community, a city, uh, just a lot. So I think if those guys could possibly come together, and there could be one side where I would welcome music. I would welcome, you know what I'm saying, like resources and shit like that, because I feel like it would come from a genuine place. Because you trying to get it back with niggas that you started with. Not just trying to do it. Let's just make some music. Let's think about our careers. Nah, let's patch up this relationship. And we came in the game making music with each other. So yeah, let's continue at this point now that we done patched up things as best way as possible, and we trying to make quote unquote heal the hood. That's how I look at it, man. So is a B.O. and Finesse Two Times song out the question? I don't think so. I think anything possible far as when it comes to that, no bloodshed. It was just nigga that wore his heart on his sleeves and felt like he was standing on business. Nigga say something about me, I'm gonna say something about them. But man, y'all let me know how you feel. Jump in the comment section. Like, subscribe, share. I still got to call Country Black, man. Got Country Black, Man, more definitely. Man, I saw that y'all seen the clip I uploaded of Lil Fizz apologizing to Omarion. I really think, I forgot the situation, but I think Lil Fizz, when he took Omarion girl back in the day. Took his girl and made her his baby mama. Ain't that what happened? Is that what he did? Hold on. Ain't no motherfucking apologize for that, man. Is that what that man did? Hold on. Is that what he did? He took Omarion baby mama. Okay. He didn't take her and did he put a baby in her? Is that his baby mama too though? Little Shank. Man, I reached out to Shank. I ain't heard back from him. No, she ain't had this kid. Nah, we wouldn't. It let you know, man, Omarion is a different breed, though, man. Omarion said, we're going to get this bread. Omarion said, we're going to get this bread, man. He a real player for that. I'm sorry, bro. I took your baby mama. Put this shit on TV show. Love and hip hop era. You can see how the dirt. That's why I just said put it on TV. Them folks was family. Sorry, ain't enough. Yeah, that shit that wild. That shit that wild. We weren't supposed to do that. It's cold blooded, man. It's that. I ain't gonna say that's the industry, you know what I'm saying? Cause shit really be going on in real life, but that's cold. That's cold. Omarion should have clotheslined his ass on style. Oh, had I already dumped her. Still, though. That's your baby mama. The fee is a motherfucker for that. Right, fee is around the mind on holidays and shit. And I'm for live a different type of life. He should have closed that little fee's ass, though. Nah, my nigga. You know what? I don't want you back on tour. Ain't no more Millennium Tour for you. You can't eat no more. You can't eat no more. That don't mean shit, lady love. It's like what you taking up for him, and then first you saying you calling her out, and now you saying you blaming him. Now you saying what that mean? That don't mean shit. That's their mind, baby mama. They both wrong, but at the same time, yeah, they both wrong. Okay, girl code, she's sick. Right. April was just as wrong. Right, that shit wrong as a motherfucker. On both parties. Mess for her and said, I'm just saying it was both. Man, it was this story, y'all. I had watched, and I wanted to watch that motherfucker with y'all, but we'll catch it. We'll catch it another day. We'll catch it another day. It was about it was a a lady got shot at she got killed over a burger, over some McDonald's food. It was like 3, 4 sisters, some shit like that. I thought that was interesting. Then I saw just another video, the fall guy. Let me ask y'all a question. Who all remember the World Trade Center and the planes that flew into it, right? Who all remember the World Trade Center? Okay, do y'all know that even though a lot of people died from burning up, smoke, inhaling, I think it was maybe 200 to 300 people that jumped out the window that didn't want to burn alive. So I listened to the commentary, and you had one of the person's family member who felt like a family member committed suicide, that maybe they wasn't in heaven, or, you know. So what I wanted to ask y'all is, do y'all think that the people that jumped out of 99 stories high, you think they committed suicide? That's what I want to ask y'all. Or did they just, or death was already certain and they just chose the way they wanted to go out? I think they chose the less, I mean, it was a less painful death. Pretty sure it was quicker. there's no way nobody somewhere seen trying to grab on the side of it. I don't think nobody that jumped from that motherfucker, just being real, was alive. I'm talking about even remotely moving, anything. I'm pretty sure whoever hit the ground died instantly. Instantly. From being 99 floors up is what I'm saying. So, if it was you, what? That's a hard decision, though. I ain't gonna lie. That's a hard decision. Burn alive or jump from 99 stories high. Maybe tomorrow or at a better time we could check out a little visual from that. But then I seen this other story about this lady, man. She unalived her husband. He had been gone unalived for maybe 90 days. And she claimed that he ran off to Mexico. Yeah, some people say you have a heart attack. And I heard that. I heard the wind, the earth can take your breath. My hell, nah, I work every day. I mean, this is the normal time I normally used to be on live, bro. If you really being honest, this really my normal live time. Late bloomers, bro. Just be letting people, say shit, have it. I just don't have no schedule so people feel like, you know what I'm saying? You know, don't know what the real uh live times is, man. But shit, it's how I started overnight. She killed him and was spending. You saw that. Right. She said he had, yeah, I was sick last week for sure. He had 1.5 million in his safe. She claimed she didn't know the password, but one of the neighbors had already told the police that the husband had told that, hey, if something happened to me, basically my wife know the password to the safe and, you know what I'm saying, some shit like that. So when they opened up the safe, um, it was well under 1.5 million. I want to say it was like 80, 90,000 in there and a slew of guns. I mean, he had so much firearms in him up. He had a lot of fireworks, bro. Plenty guns, plenty shells. But she had bought her a house in Texas for like 60,000, a brand new car for 69,000. How the fuck your car costs more than your house? You buy a house cash, buy a car cash, but your car costs more than your house. Then they said she helped her son with his business, but they didn't really reveal the amount. But yeah, she had shot him, said he ran off to Mexico, and yeah, she was trying to, right. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. So yeah, that was something I wanted to look at with y'all and just do a reaction. Do a reaction. I think I seen that one, but I was busy with my grandkids. Who seen this movie called The Beekeeper? I like that motherfucker, man. I seen it. I watched The Beekeeper. It's an older movie. Came out in 2004 with Jason, what's his name? Strayham, that guy. And I also saw Speak No Evil. Speak No Evil. I just recently watched it. Man, The Beekeeper, fire. Jay, what it do? The Beekeeper, fire, man. I ain't gonna lie. Scream 7. The Beekeeper. Don't sleep on The Beekeeper. Uh, Speak No Evil, man. Speak No Evil is a decent movie. I promise you. Speak No Evil. And if you're looking for a great TV series, Yellowstone. Man, in morning time. Where you from? You getting on here talking about evening. But this is a situation where I mean a couple topics where we definitely might dive back into it. Like for real, the Rollo, Moochie Gray, Paper Route, The Silent, Split, basically. The Silent Split, man. Man, check out The Beekeeper, 2024 movie. Like I said, Speak No Evil. Scream 7 is decent, like for sure. I'm gonna check out The Beekeeper again. I gotta watch that one again. Yeah. Oh, when I said somebody was trying to take my kindness for a week, and they gave me my money. The nigga off Facebook Market, he brought my money back too. So yeah. Man, Yellowstone. Hey, Yellowstone. I don't know how y'all feel about Westerns and shit like that. I ain't just Yellowstone. When you got some time, start at season 1. They got 5 seasons. Start at season 1, man. And check you out an episode a day. Yellowstone. Maybe, if you got a job where you can check you out a little, you know what I'm saying, movies while you doing this on your lunch break or something like that. Put the shit down. Check out Yellowstone, man. Yellowstone. Yep. Who else? Yeah. I'm a hold that little info right now, man. Go back to the Facebook story. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. That's how I be wanting you to get that gas shit out the screen. You know what I'm saying? That might have been a question I wanted to answer. But when you be marketplace, shit, it wasn't nothing. Just somebody on Facebook Market had this dude had sold me some, and that shit didn't work right. So I had hit him up about sending my shit back. I mean, paying me back. So he came through and basically gave me a nice amount of my money back. So it was nothing to really talk about there. Then I had did a little business with this dude, a little work with this dude, and I felt like he was bullshitting, but he ended up turning out to, handle the business. Think about Rick Ross said about gunplay. You know what? I ain't see that yet, bro. When I saw the story, I actually fell asleep, bro. I fall asleep in this motherfucker recliner a lot. I was trying to see what Gunplay said. I know he said something. I know Rick Ross responded. By the time I got to, like I said, looking at the incident, bro, I fell asleep on the shit. So that could be a topic for tomorrow for sure. Yeah, that could be a topic that we could discuss tomorrow or later on today. You know, I never really just listened to too many Gunplay songs, and I always looked at Gunplay like kind of like the Tony Yayo, but he never really reaped the benefits of a Tony Yayo. Like that loyal person, what he really around for. So the last thing I seen about Gunplay is he gifted Rick Ross a chain. Rick Ross was laying in the bed and Gunplay was like, he put him on a big ass heart chain that I knew Rick Ross wasn't gonna work. Motherfucker looked at it. It didn't look like if you can afford this chain for Rick Ross, then anyway. The fuck is you buying him a chain like this for anyway? So I knew it was some bullshit. He ain't did enough for you yet for you to be buying him nothing like that. So just be social media shit though. We do shit for social media, I see. Shit, he gave him a check too. When I seen it for Ross' birthday, Gunplay just gave him a chain. I think it was like the broken hearted chain. And I said, damn, man, Gunplay ain't got no motherfucking money to be gifting Rick Ross no chain like that. This got to be a moissanite ass chain or something like that. And I've never seen Rick Ross wear that chain. Rick Ross barely even reacted to the chain. Nigga was laying all the way back in the bed with Gunplay. Gunplay basically like he was table feeding the nigga when he put the chain on him. What the fuck? Nigga got some more shit going on. But y'all, I'm out of here. It's been real. Sleep is upon me. I'm finna go warm up. I got some, this is how I be fucking with my little White Castle burgers. I put them joints in the microwave. Warm them up. They coming straight out the freezer. Hear me out. I put them in the microwave. Warm them up. Warm them up. And then I separate them. Throw them in the air fryer. And let the air fryer cook that beef. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and cook it a little more. Add me some more cheese on top of that motherfucker. Smash it. Throw the fries in the air fryer. I got White Castle burgers and rally fries. Finna go to work. Finna go to work on this shit. Yeah. Tomorrow though, man, we probably do part 2 of the silent split of paper route. And if paper route has a silent split, you know, what does that mean? It seems like everybody split up. You know? Paper route split up, in my mind. You know, when the when the boot and the young mob shit happened, niggas felt like the mob had two sides. You know, every hybrid or street gang in Memphis seem like they go through a phase where they have a fallout or a split, you know, from the Trulas to the AOBs to everything go through a process where it have a split. So we're gonna get into it later. Man, like, subscribe, share, like, subscribe, share. Man, stay motivated. 3G, get right, get some money, get right with God. Hold on, get some money, get right with God, and get to it, man. You know, all that. The BigTruDat Labeling Podcast. Like, subscribe, share, critique. Man, jump in the comment section. Let me know what y'all want to hear. Give me some questions for Crunchy Black, man. You know, I'm working on it. I got to call them, hit them up. But give me some Crunchy Black questions. If the interview was to take place, like what y'all want to hear. What kind of, you know, what shit y'all want me to ask them. Other than that, man, I'm out of here.